Hi everyone, today I'm going to be making some homemade Doritos. So the ingredients are very basic and the recipe is very easy, so let's get started. Here I have 1 cup of corn flour. I bought this from the market, and in that I'm going to be adding 1 cup of all-purpose flour. In that flour, I have added 1 teaspoon of salt, so don't forget that. And last but not least, my homemade tomato puree. I'm going to be putting that in there. Now all of the tomato puree is in. Now we're going to be kneading this by hand. If you require any water, then please do put water in there, but if you do not require any water, then don't. We're going to mix this by hand, knead it for 2 to 3 minutes, and it should be a little hard, but that's okay. Okay, now guys, my dough was done. I let it rest for 15 minutes, and now I cut the dough in half. This is the other half. And this is the other one. I rolled 1/2. Now I'm going to be taking a pizza cutter. You can take a normal knife. And we'll cut this into a shape. And I will take out the sides that I cut. Here we have a good and clean cut rectangle. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cutting this in half. When I split this into 2, I'm going to take my pizza cutter and I'm going to cut these into triangles. There you go. You can cut these into small triangles too. Any shape you like best. Now we'll do that with the other half too. And then when we're done with this half, we'll start by this. Okay, now everybody, my first half is done. The other half is left. I'll do that later. So here I have my triangles. So I'm going to take one triangle and I'm going to poke it in with a fork. Poking it with a fork prevents it from puffing up when it's baking or frying, you know. So we'll do that gently. And I have a dough that was rolled out. Not too thin and not too thick. And here it is, done. Now what I'm going to be doing is, I'm going to be doing with all of that, all of those triangles, I'm going to be poking them with a fork, and then I'm going to be deep frying them in hot, medium hot oil. So we'll wait for our results. Okay guys, my Doritos are fried and they are super good. I added a little masala to them, 1 tablespoon chaat masala, and they taste good, so good. That was a sign that they're pretty crunchy. So I can't wait for you guys to try this recipe. If you liked it, then please do try it. Enjoy.